A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development for U.S.-China relations, President Donald Trump announced on Thursday that trade officials from both nations will soon convene for discussions at a yet-to-be-determined location. This announcement followed a lengthy phone conversation between Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping, which lasted approximately 90 minutes and was described by Trump as a very good call focused almost entirely on trade issues. The president took to Truth Social to share that the dialogue resulted in a very positive conclusion for both countries. The upcoming meeting will see the U.S. represented by key officials, including Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, and U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer. While details about the call and the meeting remain sparse, Trump emphasized that the conversation clarified the complexities surrounding rare earth products, a crucial component in various high-tech industries. This call marks the second interaction between Trump and Xi this year, with the previous conversation taking place in January just before Trump's inauguration, where they discussed a broad range of global matters, including trade tensions and the controversial TikTok ban. China's ambassador to the United Nations was the first to announce the upcoming talks, although the White House has yet to release an official statement. The atmosphere surrounding U.S.-China trade relations has been fraught with challenges since Trump began his second term, primarily driven by a focus on increasing tariffs on Chinese imports. Historically, the trade relationship between the two countries has been tumultuous. In February, Trump initiated a new phase of the trade war by imposing a 10% tariff on Chinese goods, a figure that escalated to 145% by April, prompting retaliatory measures from Beijing. However, a breakthrough occurred in early May when both nations agreed to a 90-day pause on most tariffs during bilateral trade talks held in Geneva. During this period, the U.S. reduced its tariff rate on Chinese goods to 30%, while China lowered its tariffs to 10%. Despite these efforts, tensions have resurfaced, with both Washington and Beijing accusing each other of violating the Geneva Agreement. In response to these developments, Trump expressed optimism about future discussions, stating, "I'm sure that I'll speak to President Xi, and hopefully we'll work that out." During his first trade war with China in 2020, Trump's administration negotiated a Phase 1 trade deal that required China to purchase an additional $200 billion in American goods over a 2-year period, based on 2017 figures. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and a subsequent drop in demand, China failed to meet most of these purchasing commitments. The last time Trump and Xi met in person was in June 2019 during the G20 summit in Japan. A planned state visit to China in 2020 was derailed by the pandemic, but Trump has indicated a willingness to travel to China to meet with Xi as part of ongoing efforts to stabilize trade relations. As the world watches this developing story, the upcoming trade talks could play a pivotal role in shaping the future of U.S.-China relations in the global economy. With both nations grappling with their own economic challenges, the stakes have never been higher for a successful resolution to their ongoing trade disputes. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.